NEC Table 110.14 CNE specifies the ampacity of conductors connecting to terminals, splices, or taps within a raceway, cable, or enclosure, based on the temperature rating of those connections. This table is important because it ensures that conductors are appropriately sized for the temperature limitations of the connected components. NEC 110.14 CNE-4 details ampacity adjustments for varying conductor and terminal temperature ratings. For instance, if a conductor is rated for 90 degrees Celsius but connects to a terminal rated for only 60 degrees Celsius, the conductor's ampacity must be reduced. This reduction compensates for the low temperature rating of the terminal, preventing overheating. NEC Table 310.16 lists conductor ampacities for different conductor sizes and temperature ratings. The 60 degrees Celsius column in Table 310.16 specifies the ampacities for conductors rated at 60 degrees Celsius. Terminals are commonly dual listed at 60 degrees Celsius and 75 degrees Celsius, meaning they can safely connect conductors rated for either temperature. However, older equipment might be rated only for 60 degrees Celsius. The 60 degrees Celsius column in Table 310.16 is used to determine the appropriate ampacity for conductors connected to terminals with a 60 degrees Celsius rating. This ensures that the conductor does not exceed the temperature limits of the terminal, preventing potential failures. While 90 degrees Celsius terminal lugs exist, they are not as prevalent as the 60 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Celsius options. When selecting conductors and terminals, always refer to the equipment's listing and labeling to determine the appropriate temperature ratings and ampacities. Using components with mismatched temperature ratings can lead to overheating and potentially hazardous conditions. To better understand the application of these rules, let's consider a few scenarios. Firstly, imagine a scenario where you are installing a new circuit in a commercial building. The specifications call for 12 American wire gauge copper conductors to be used in a conduit. The terminals on the circuit breaker and the load are rated for 75 degrees Celsius. Referring to NEC Table 310.16, you would use the 75 degrees Celsius column to determine the appropriate ampacity for the 12 American wire gauge copper conductor. Secondly, consider a situation where you're replacing a circuit breaker in an older residential panel. The terminals on the existing panel are only rated for 60 degrees Celsius. Even if the conductors you are using are rated for 90 degrees Celsius, you must use the 60 degrees Celsius column in NEC Table 310.16 to determine the allowable ampacity of the conductor. This is because the weakest link in the circuit is the 60 degrees Celsius rated terminals. Thirdly, suppose you are designing a control panel that uses high-density wiring. You want to use 90 degrees Celsius rated conductors to maximize the allowable ampacity in a small space. You would need to ensure that all the terminals, splices, and taps within the control panel are also rated for 90 degrees Celsius. If any of these components are only rated for 75 degrees Celsius or 60 degrees Celsius, you would need to use the corresponding ampacity column in NEC Table 310.16. The NEC provides specific guidelines for these situations to ensure electrical safety and proper functioning of electrical systems. It is crucial to understand these guidelines to avoid potential hazards and ensure compliance with electrical codes. When dealing with older equipment, it is essential to verify the temperature ratings of the terminals and conductors. Over time, the insulation on older conductors may degrade, reducing their ability to withstand high temperatures. In such cases, it may be necessary to direct the conductors further or replace them altogether. In addition to temperature ratings, it is also important to consider the voltage rating of the conductors and terminals. The voltage rating indicates the maximum voltage that the component can safely handle. Using components with mismatched voltage ratings can lead to insulation breakdown and electrical arcing. When selecting conductors and terminals, always refer to the manufacturer's specifications and the NEC to ensure that they are suitable for the intended application. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician. Using the 90 degrees Celsius column for directing purposes is a common practice. Dating involves reducing the allowable ampacity of a conductor to account for factors such as high ambient temperatures, multiple conductors in a raceway, or other conditions that may increase the conductor's operating temperature. By using the 90 degrees Celsius column for dating, you can ensure that the conductor's operating temperature remains within safe limits. However, it is important to note that the final ampacity of the conductor must still be based on the temperature rating of the terminals to which it is connected. Even if you use the 90 degrees Celsius column for dating, you cannot exceed the ampacity allowed by the 60 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Celsius column if the terminals are rated for those temperatures. The NEC provides detailed tables and calculations for dating conductors under various conditions. It is essential to follow these guidelines to ensure that the conductors are adequately protected and that the electrical system operates safely. In summary, understanding the temperature ratings of conductors and terminals is crucial for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems. NEC Table 110.14 CNIA and Table 310.16 provide the necessary information for selecting the appropriate conductors and terminals for different applications. By following these guidelines and consulting with qualified electricians, you can avoid potential hazards and ensure compliance with electrical codes. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electricity and to consult the latest edition of the NEC for the most up-to-date information. The NEC is constantly evolving to address new technologies and safety concerns, so it is essential to stay informed about the latest changes. Furthermore, local jurisdictions may have additional requirements or amendments to the NEC, so it is important to check with your local building department to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Proper conductor sizing and termination are fundamental aspects of electrical work. Overlooking these details can lead to serious consequences, including equipment failure, fire hazards, and electrical shock. By taking the time to understand the NEC and follow best practices, you can ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems. In addition to temperature ratings, it is also important to consider the type of insulation used on the conductors. Different types of insulation have different temperature ratings and resistance to environmental factors such as moisture, chemicals, and sunlight. The NEC specifies the types of insulation that are permitted for different applications. For example, some types of insulation are only suitable for dry locations, while others are suitable for wet locations. It is important to select the appropriate type of insulation for the environment in which the conductors will be installed. Furthermore, the NEC provides guidelines for the installation of conductors in various types of raceways, such as conduit, cable trays, and underground ducts. The type of raceway used can affect the ampacity of the conductors, as well as their protection from physical damage and environmental factors. It is important to follow the NEC guidelines for raceway installation to ensure that the conductors are properly protected and that the electrical system operates safely. When working with aluminum conductors, it is particularly important to use terminals and connectors that are specifically designed for aluminum. Aluminum conductors expand and contract more than copper conductors with changes in temperature, which can lead to loose connections and overheating if the wrong type of terminals and connectors are used. The NEC requires that aluminum conductors be terminated with terminals and connectors that are listed and labeled for use with aluminum. These terminals and connectors are typically made of aluminum alloy and are designed to accommodate the expansion and contraction of the aluminum conductors. In addition to using the correct type of terminals and connectors, it is also important to properly torque the connections. Over-tightening or under-tightening the connections can lead to loose connections and overheating. The manufacturer's instructions should be followed for the proper torque values. A calibrated torque wrench should be used to ensure that the connections are tightened to the correct torque. Regular inspections and maintenance are also essential for ensuring the long-term reliability of electrical systems. Connections should be checked periodically for tightness and corrosion. Insulation should be inspected for damage or degradation. Any problems that are identified should be corrected promptly. By following these guidelines and best practices, you can ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems for years to come. The world of electrical codes and standards can seem complex and daunting, but with a solid understanding of the fundamentals and a commitment to following best practices, you can navigate it successfully. Always remember to prioritize safety and to consult with qualified electricians when you have questions or concerns. The ultimate goal is to create electrical systems that are safe, reliable, and efficient, and that serve the needs of the people who use them. The NEC is not just a set of rules, it is a living document that is constantly evolving to reflect the latest technologies and safety concerns. By staying informed about the latest changes and advancements in the electrical industry, you can ensure that your work is always up to date and compliant with the highest standards. And remember, the knowledge and skills you gain in the electrical field can not only provide you with a rewarding career, but also empower you to make a positive impact on the world around you. From powering homes and businesses to enabling life-saving medical equipment, electricity plays a vital role in our modern society. By working with electricity safely and responsibly, you can contribute to a brighter and more sustainable future for all. The information provided here is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician before performing any electrical work. Electricity is dangerous and can cause serious injury or death if handled improperly. Always follow all safety precautions and applicable codes and regulations. With proper training and experience, you can become a skilled and knowledgeable electrician capable of designing, installing, and maintaining electrical systems that are safe, reliable, and efficient. The opportunities in the electrical field are vast and diverse, and with a commitment to learning and professional development, you can achieve your goals and make a lasting contribution to the industry. The NEC is a comprehensive document that covers a wide range of electrical topics. In addition to the topics discussed here, the NEC also includes requirements for grounding and bonding, overcurrent protection, wiring methods, equipment installation, and special occupancies. It is essential to familiarize yourself with all aspects of the NEC to ensure that you are performing electrical work safely and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Furthermore, the NEC is not the only code or standard that may apply to electrical work. Other codes and standards, such as the National Fire Protection Association NFPA 70E standard for electrical safety in the workplace, may also be relevant depending on the specific situation. It is important to be aware of all applicable codes and standards and to follow them carefully. The electrical industry is constantly evolving, with new technologies and innovations emerging all the time. Staying up to date with the latest advancements is essential for electricians to remain competitive and to provide their customers with the best possible service. Continuing education courses, industry publications, and professional organizations can all be valuable resources for staying informed about the latest trends and developments in the electrical field. In conclusion, understanding conductor ampacity and terminal ratings, as outlined in NEC Table 110.14 CANIA and Table 310.16, is crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical installations. By adhering to the NEC guidelines and consulting with qualified professionals, you can mitigate potential risks and maintain compliance with industry standards. Remember to prioritize safety at all times and stay informed about the latest advancements in electrical technology. This dedication to knowledge and best practices will contribute to a safer and more efficient electrical environment for everyone.